Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Charissa Costa, and I'm the admin here at Charm City Readers. And I'm here with the lovely Kimberly Patton. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Has it been a year and a half since we chatted this way?
I think so. 2024, I believe we did it.
Fall 2024.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
It seems like yesterday, though, because I think you were one of the first interviews I did at Charm City Readers. So
Oh, really?
here we are all these years later. 400 people. See, well, you did
Oh,
400 people in the group now. So
oh, awesome. Hello, everyone.
you're streaming to LinkedIn and YouTube, but I guess I shouldn't have told you that, so you wouldn't get it.
It's all good.
So Kimberly is the author of The Knowing, which I read back in 2024. I do have a hard copy of that. There we go, right there. And tonight we're going to be talking about the follow-up to this, Eternal Enchantment, which launches tomorrow.
Yay.
I like a fantasy round because we didn't have much time to get warmed up because, of course, I'm having Wi-Fi issues and I keep trying to fix it and I don't. But I want to do like a witchy lightning round. Are you open for
okay.
a witchy? Yeah. So it's not really about, well, there are a couple things about writing, but it's not about you. So
Okay.
Okay. Witchy style. Black cat or raven?
Oh, can I just have both?
You can't have both. You have to choose. That's the whole
Okay,
point.
well, I own a black cat, so there we go.
Oh, okay. What's the black cat's name?
Pepper.
Pepper? Okay. I thought it'd be like witchy or something, but no.
No,
You're a cat
I'm pretty
person.
basic.
I knew that, but there are birds in the book. Is there a cat in the
Yes.
book? I don't think there's a cat.
Not in this one.
Okay, but there are birds, so.
Yeah.
Potions or incantations?
Incantations.
Yeah, I knew you'd pick that one because they're in the book. Would you rather be a coven member or the coven leader?
Oh, I like the idea of being the leader, but there's always something I screw up, so I probably should not be in charge.
Okay, so coven member.
Yeah.
Well, and Matilda does it with ease. They're like, "You're the leader," and she's like, "Okay, then." And they're all like, "Okay, let her." It's amazing.
Yeah.
Would you prefer a protective ward against evil or a hex or curse?
Ward.
Ward? Yeah, I figured you'd go for that one. Okay. Writing, which was harder, writing book 1 or book 2?
Oh, book 2, I think. Even though there was the writing came easy, but there were just things that challenged me and made me think. And I just wanted to make sure I was handling things right. So there was a lot of thinking.
No, that's awesome. And I wonder if that's true to most new writers that, the first one is this gift you're given. And the second one is you got to work for it a little more. I don't know.
Yeah.
So was this process faster or slower than the first book?
About the same, maybe a little slower, but about the same.
About the same. And then, the trick question, you mentioned at the end of our last interview that you loved the editing process.
Yes.
Is that still true?
Yes, I do.
Because you had a famous editor this time. So
oh my gosh, yes, Chris is the best.
We're talking about Chris Fates. Chris, if you're watching, we love you.
And Chris has amazing books. Go read those too.
Yes, read them all. And I interviewed her too, so read them all. But I wonder if she still thinks editing's fun.
Yeah, I do. I enjoy it. It's a little stressful, but I don't know, it challenges me and I like that.
That's awesome. I think I would not like the editing process. So all right, so we're going to talk about Eternal Enchantment tonight, but can you give us a summary of The Knowing first and then how that leads into this book?
Yes, so The Knowing is it's about a young girl who finds out that it's on the eve of her 16th birthday, and I just totally went blank because I'm nervous.
I read it. If you need me to fill in, I got you.
Yeah, but she's thrust into a world of witches and magic, basically when a coming of age spell lifts on her 16th birthday. And the Eternal Enchantment is about the elder witches that are featured in that book. And it is about a woman who finds out on the eve of Beltane that she's destined for an age-old legacy, but when her father does the unthinkable, she must fight alongside her coven sisters against the evil he has unleashed. And there's a lot of that.
Did you memorize that? Because that sounded a little memorized.
No, yes and no. It was all messed up. So no, it was just pulling from things that I think about. Yeah, I think like I can write a book, but don't ask me to tell you what it's about.
So Beltane, I had to look it up. I didn't know what that was. What's Beltane?
It's a Celtic celebration that just celebrates like fertility and the light returning and just the harvest season starting and things like that.
Awesome. So sort of spring equinoxy.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit past, but yeah.
I made up the word equinoxy though, and I get to do that because
Yes.
it's my chat. So I remember for those of you who watched the first one, yes or no, read the book. The first book was really funny because I'm reading the book and it's like on page 13. I realize it takes place in my hometown, and I'm like, well, that's random. So I felt really special reading the first book because it was, about my hometown and my high school. So I just want to say I'm totally disappointed that this wasn't about me too, Kimberly. Like, it doesn't take place in Maryland. What?
Sorry.
No, just kidding. How did you choose though? This one takes place hundreds of years before the Knowing. There's no date in the book. I looked, right? I don't think you actually pinned a date on it.
I can't remember if I did or not. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but it's the 1300s basically.
Yeah, the 1300s. And how did you select where they'd be from? Because you could have chosen anything. I'm sure, there are spiritual places in Romania, but you chose Romania, which is I learned it was part of now England, right? Between England and Scotland. So how did you choose the time and the place, or did you know that from the first book for this?
I didn't know exactly how it was going to go, but I knew Lottie's father, so I wanted to have it somewhere close to the border, so because he in the story Eternal Enchantment he is coming, over the border, so I wanted it to be close enough to where it would seem a little bit realistic and not have him having to traipse to the south of England.
For Romania, like I suggested, yeah, that's a far.
Yeah.
Did you have a lot of experience with that? I mean, like, because I know you're kind of like in a nice way, a witchy, natural goddess kind of lady. So were you like, did you already know about the history of Northumbria? You read 15 books, you like Celtic things. Like, where did you know what I mean? Where did that come from?
I've always liked medieval history, but I don't know. I just did loads of research and just tried to make sure I wasn't screwing up and I still pray somebody's probably going to find one thing because it's always one thing with me. But I hope I got it as true as I could get it.
I'm sure you did, because I think there was some world building in here, which is cool because you chose a location, but like the village, the area where things are located. Like, I mean, maybe you did, maybe.
Yeah, some of it's made up.
Yeah, Cassandra's Manor, maybe that's real. Like, I don't know, but like you got to build the community around this place, and that was kind of cool. Okay, yeah. So to prep, I actually reread parts of The Knowing because I was like, how did she outline the story again when Matilda was telling Lottie about her history and where she came from and how it all happened? And it occurred to me, like, I mean, obviously you went into this having an outline, but this book is so much more than that. Like you didn't like, okay, I need to tell them about this part and mention the dad and then mention the thing. Like it has all of these weaving like side storylines with the Coven sisters, you know what I mean? And like, how did you get from that outline to this really rich story that frankly kept my attention the whole time? I mean, I knew the end and I was like in it. So how do you get there from like knowing you have to tell the story to telling it in a way that's like unique and interesting?
I'm by the seat of my pants. I'm not going to lie. I don't outline. I've tried outlining, and when I do, I feel so much pressure. I have notes here and there, and I just know that I have to incorporate certain things, and so it's kind of always in the back of my mind. And as I'm writing, I guess you could say it's I guess more intuitive writing, and yeah. So then I will think, oh, I got to add that in somewhere. So then it's like playing in the back of my mind, and then I just kind of add it in as I'm going along.
Wow.
Yeah, and I just pray I don't have gaps at the end where I forgot something, a big plot hole.
No, because I remember you said the first time that the story just sort of came to you. You started writing it on your phone, and then you sat down, and it was just stream of consciousness. And I was wondering, since you had things you had to hit on, if you changed your process for this one.
No, it was the same way. I did not know where this was going. I had no idea how the bond these women were going to have. It was a surprise to me as it is for you guys reading it. I struggled. There were some things where I was like, I don't know if I want to write this. It was just coming and I was like, I don't think I can handle this well. So I don't know, fingers
Wow.
crossed.
Like all the dark parts, because there are a number of
Yeah,
dark parts. That's what, yeah. Because I was like, oh, she went there. Oh, okay, she
I
went
went
there.
there.
She went there. Well, because that's what I was wondering. I just, how you make a story compelling when you already know the end, and you did. It was so rich, Kimberly. It was so rich, and
Thank
I didn't
you.
expect to get so involved in all of the sisters. Like, and you did. They each kind of get their own mini storyline. You know what I mean? And you're following them around. Did anything you write ever conflict with the original story? Like you went into direction and you were like, oh, I can't go there because that doesn't match to where they ended up in the knowing.
No, no, and I was so blessed. Chris helped me, that my editor, she helped me see like so many things, like some things I didn't see. It was like I had blinders on, and she pointed it out, and like she really helped me enrich the story, especially around them.
No, but it was great. It was great because I guess one of the things that I noticed was like we get to know the characters, and for everybody watching or listening later, there are two covens that we know of in these two books. There's a younger one and an older one. And this is the backstory to the older group. So we knew those characters in the first book, but like, I don't know, it's the first book was YA, right? So we see it mostly through Lottie. She's a teenager.
Yes.
They're the parents. Who
Yeah,
cares
I just
about
barely
parents?
skimmed over them.
Right. So like we knew them, but then you had to reintroduce them as characters, but not just characters, but like as their younger versions.
Mhm.
Right? Like they're young, they're teenagers. So then they
Yeah.
have to be like naive, and they have we make mistakes too, we're grown-ups, but like naive and young and filled with errors and woes and stresses. Like, was it hard originally picturing them as adults to come back and like have to reinvent them as kids, teenagers?
Not, not so much. Immediately when the story came to me, it was just from Matilda's point of view, and there was just so much vulnerability to her. So, and I could just feel her youth, which she was, 17, 18 at the beginning. So, I just kept them all at that age and just went with that, and just sort of, how would they act and how would they feel, and and so, they probably did act a lot older then anyway. So, hopefully I kept it as realistic as possible.
Well, actually, there are three covens, not two. I'm wrong, because there's the what's the oldest coven called? The Guardian?
Just their mothers.
Okay, they're the mother
Matilda's mother,
coven.
the elder coven's mothers.
Yeah, the grandma coven,
That's a lot of mothers.
then the mother coven, and then the kid coven.
Mother.
I mean, there's got to be a better phrase for this, right? Like, you
Oh
should
no.
not have me name these covens, but I mean, there are three, because we get to know not only the people who are adults in the knowing, but then their mothers and how they came to be, because their mothers are strict or stuffy or exotic or whatever they are, right? So it's like
Mhm.
three layers of women. How did you keep all those women straight?
A big notepad. Yeah, so I just kept notes, especially on my app and my phone, and just would, like, anytime something would come to me, I would just write down a little tidbit about maybe their personality or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't know. Like I said, I had no clue where they were going to end up, and it was just a work in progress. And I ended up just loving them all so much.
No, I mean, it's great. I've talked to a couple authors now. I think Ken Follett a number of months ago posted like a spreadsheet that he keeps on like this character's eyes are blue, and he writes it down so he doesn't forget it. Like, and say
Yeah.
that they're brown in another scene. And so now I'm finding it really fascinating, like how authors keep track of all these details.
Yeah,
Like
I kind
there's
of
so
write that
many
in there
details.
too. Like I'll write down their eye color and things like that in my notes. So it's not anything
Yeah,
elaborate that
that's so
I probably
awesome.
should do, but I've seen some authors, they've got such elaborate eyeliner. I'm so impressed. I could never do that. It would be too stressful.
Well, huge spreadsheets, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know you said you didn't think you were Matilda because physically I thought she resembled you. She was tall, she was blonde, she's beautiful, which of course you are, Kimberly. Did you connect with any of the okay, Grandma Coven is not cool enough. We need a better name for that. That sounds I mean, I'm a grandma now, so
We'll call them the mothers, I guess. We could call them the mothers.
But then what's the middle one called?
We'll call them the elder coven because that's what Lottie and her coven called them.
The mothers, the elders. Does that make Lottie the current guardians? No, because the elders.
They would be guardians. Yeah, that's their
guardians.
legacy. Yeah, that's their legacy. So yeah, they were anybody born through their line is guardian.
So when you were building out the mothers, because they were new to the story, and kind of re-vetting the elders, were there any of them that you connected to like more than Matilda? I have like little notes on all of them here.
Ramona and Regina were really close to my heart, I think. So those two I was just always drawn to them for just different reasons. So I would say those two.
And Ramona could read into people's minds.
Mm-hmm.
And Regina was, well, I didn't know how to like write this down. Like she can get the truth out of people. How do you?
Yes, like, just however she used her words, like do something, it could be done. But she, obviously had to watch how she used it, or she would lose her gift. It had to be used for the greater good.
Did you like bring that into her as a mother? Because I mean, if we could just get our children, like I would like.
I need that gift.
Please put on your shoes.
Get out of bed.
Please be ready in 5 minutes.
Yes.
That one would come in crazy handy. It would come in handy. So I know we talked a lot about like your love of covens, like and witchy stuff and nature. By the way, did you know there's a witch talk? I learned this.
There's a what now?
On TikTok. It's witch talk.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yes. I'm not on TikTok very much, so I don't know. I need to probably do better about that.
You probably should be on Witch Talk. That could be huge for you. I was like, Witch Talk, really? Like TikTok just owns everything, really. Witch Talk. And there's probably an Instagram. It's probably. You should probably start using the hashtag Witch Talk.
Yeah.
But this book was far more earthy, I guess, than The Knowing. Like The Knowing takes place in modern times.
Mm-hmm. Centered around school and things like that.
Right, like suburbia, like bus to school.
Yep.
And this one is much more like earthy, like you said. I guess it's medieval. But how was that, back to what we were talking about, how was that world building process different? Like the village and the clearing and the 3 paths, like, right? Like, did you have to map that out in your head? And like, I was literally trying to find the tree in my head and like walk down the path. Like,
yeah, that's kind of how I did it. Like I saw her coven because I was writing her cottage, and I would be sitting here thinking, okay, there's her cottage in front of me, and then she's going to walk that way to the woods, and then she's going to follow that path. It's just kind of how I did.
I'm super curious if the map in your head or the map in my head, it looks anything like the map in your head.
It probably does.
Because there's a clearing where everybody met, but then there's the private clearing, and then there's like a lake or pond.
Yeah, the pond behind the cottage. Yeah.
And like, how far was the actual like Cassandra's mansion? I was like, is that like 200 feet? Is it like,
I was picturing that more like a couple hours walk or so. Like I like past the village and like on past. Like I never like, and like they didn't use minutes, hours, and I was thinking, how can I, say she had to walk 2 hours that away.
That's right, because they don't have watches, right? So it took a half day's time, a quarter's day's time to walk to. Did you have, was the mansion totally made up, or did you have a visual on that like you did in the first book?
No, I just pictured some large house that maybe a merchant would have built, and I just like sort of envisioned it that way. So yeah, everything was pretty much just pulled out of thin air.
Because I was picturing, like we talked about Stan Hewitt in the first book, I was picturing like this huge mansion, and especially the scene on the roof.
Yeah.
It was high, right? Like I had an eave. Like I had this whole picture. It was Tudor style. I think the one in my head was Tudor style.
Yeah, this one was a little smaller than that, but yeah, enough where she could get up there. But
well, there would be a fancy attic. It was a fancy house.
Yeah.
But even like the village. So that was just, it wasn't based on any kind of village or.
No, I just sort of had this image of how I saw it in my head, and like I just pictured like a circular sort of place with the well in the center and the church looming right here, and so yeah.
I love
And
it.
like Matilda's house, I pictured hers like up from there, like her first house with her parents. It was more up and toward the woods, and there's like a huge field I pictured like separating her home from the village. So she was
I
sort of
pictured that.
isolated a little. So
Yeah, it was like off to the side. It was off to the side. And then when they went to the other cottage, it was like down the path into the woods, and in my brain it was to the left. I don't know if it was to the right for you, but it was off to the left of the path. I don't know.
what was it? What was you're kind of
The
glitching out
second
there?
cottage, sorry. The
Oh,
cottage that they
yes.
ended up at. Yeah, like I had it
I
all
pictured
mapped
them
out.
just sort of across from each other a little bit. So just
Yeah.
across the end, the clearing.
It's amazing. Like I do find like what you're picturing or any author is picturing compared to what I built in my own head. And then
Yeah.
sometimes I'll be reading and they'll say something like, and the house was yellow. And I'm like, yellow?
You're like, no, it's not.
And then I try to rewrite
You
like
just
what's
can't.
in my head and I can't see
No.
it in yellow. And I'm like, forget it, it's blue. It's just blue.
Yep.
Because that's what I do.
I do the same.
You do too?
I do.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
I do.
easy.
And if I see something I don't like, I'm like, nope, that's not how it is.
No, I do try to edit it. Like I'll pause and I'll say, can I picture it as the thing that they just said?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, it's like one thing I did is when I read Ken Follett, I don't know if you've read Pillars of the Earth.
Mm-mm.
There's like a river and there's for a while like a ferry over it and a bridge and the town is on the other side. And I read the prequel and it built it completely different and it was like backwards. And I was like, I've been reading this book for 20 years. Like, I don't know. And I tried to remap it and I was like,
Mhm.
nah, I can't remap it. The city that lives in my head is like, that's it. It can never be
Yeah.
changed. Yeah. Okay. So about the coven, what was it about? I mean, again, you love witchy, but like the story, would it have been different, better, not better, with like a single witch versus a coven? Like what drew you to the sisterhood aspect for these two books?
I don't know. That's just how it came to me. I just knew that there was five, and I just always kept it as five. So even the children, and
Yeah.
I just kept it that way. There was no reason for it. It just came to me that way, and I pretty much sticked with what comes with me when that happens.
Oh, good. So you just get an idea and you don't like edit it later. You're like, that must be the way it should be.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
That's the way it should be. So let's talk about Cassandra because I found her character arc super interesting. In the first book, and I'm being very very careful not to give like any big things away. She's just the villain, right? Like you kind of know her story. Matilda fills it in a little bit, but you don't like her. Everyone's against her, right? That's what we
Yeah.
have to fix. And you made her human in this story. Like I mean, she's still the villain and she still does some pretty terrible things. But like you made me really empathize with her. Like you made her real. And like I even struggled like emotionally with the ending because I knew she kind of deserved some of the things that happened to her, but like I just felt really bad for her.
Yeah.
Like was that hard on you? I mean, was it easy to say, okay, she's the bad guy and this is how the story's gonna end? Or was there like an emotional attachment like I had to her, that
Yes.
she didn't really deserve some of it? And
Yeah, and like her father, oof,
I
he was
know.
something else. She had a rough childhood, so a lot of that just sort of um, you know, weighed on her. And I wanted her to be like to have some goodness in her, because
Mhm.
we don't, we're not bad when we come into the world. We just sort of pick up things and choose to do things, and so I wanted to just keep her as human as possible.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you succeeded because I really felt like tortured for her. Like, I mean, during some parts she deserved everything she got. But like she clearly through a lot of the story was reaching out for companionship and like
Mhm,
the women knew they couldn't trust her or felt they couldn't trust her. But like
mhm.
I kept asking like what if? Like, oh, just no, don't make that choice. Like what if she could have I mean, not brought into the coven, even though she would have loved it. But it's like, could she have been turned? You know what I mean? Could she have been saved?
Yeah, and
Did you
I
explore
tried
that at
to
all?
have Matilda like just work on that with her as best she could, but she just knew, like her instinct, she knew something was wrong.
Oh, so it reminded me, have you seen Wicked, the movie or the show?
Mhm. Yeah.
Like with Elphaba and Glinda? there's that line in Wicked, and it was coming to me when I was like prepping for our interview. Glinda says something like, are people born wicked or is it thrust upon them? And
Oh,
it made me reflect on her because I was like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
right? Like, is like we learn in Wicked that Elphaba is not wicked. They made her wicked. This is slightly different because Cassandra does some pretty terrible things. But like,
Yeah, she really does.
but like, could she have had a different outcome?
I don't think she could,
No.
because with what happened between her and her father, like I've grappled with that. I think he just tainted her, and I just had it in my head. He tainted her.
But was it her father or was it her mother that was the original, the OG?
Both, but
OG
I can't give
person?
away spoilers, but there's a scene with a spell with Cassandra and her father where something happens,
Yeah.
and he at that point had completely turned to evil. So I just feel like he tainted her. That's just how I saw it happening slowly,
Yeah.
and then
But
it just she wouldn't change.
Cassandra's mother, though, she was evil first? No?
Yes, yeah, Gundred was power hungry, so she.
I'm afraid to say all these names, Kimberly. I'm just gonna let you say them. Like Cassandra's
Yeah,
father. How do you say that?
Ayala.
Ayala, right? Because I'm like, I'm gonna butcher it. So okay, so Cassandra's mother is
Gundred.
Gundred.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she just wants to be powerful, and Cassandra's father is quite powerful, and he had vast knowledge of spells, and she used him a lot to get more powerful and gain spells to help her own magic. So she was, I guess, kind of twisted too.
Well, that's the feeling I got, that she was sort of the evil one and that
Mhm.
reeled him in, but he was the more powerful one. So it was like her
Yeah.
evil mixed with his power.
Yeah, it was just disastrous.
Was he ever a nice guy? Like, I mean,
Early, yes,
yeah.
early. I had Matilda reflect a little bit. When she was young, he was, but he wanted more power, and it just ate him up, basically.
Yeah, because I felt myself like, if again, now I'm just referencing other things, but like in Bridgerton, people always want like the Violet backstory. And now I was like, oh, great. Now I want
Yeah.
the backstory on her parents. Like, how did that happen? Like, how did we get here? Like, like how did we get to the point where he was wooed away from his family, right? Like,
Yeah.
I guess
Shame on that mistress.
I know, on all of them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that nasty? Is that okay to say? I mean, yeah, it's
I'm
okay.
sure.
You never know anymore, like what's going to be okay. So I want to talk about the genre a little bit, because the first book was young adult.
Mhm.
And we talked, it was young adult paranormal romance. And this
Yes.
one is not young adult.
No.
It's got some I don't know if you have any trigger warnings in there, because it's not graphic at all, but it deals with some adult topics. So like, where was how did you move from one to the other? Like, not keeping it all in young adult? Like how did that happen? You know what I mean? To decide that it would not be for the
It's
same audience.
just basically, I was still writing The Knowing when this book came to me, and the things that were coming, I would just like file it away mentally or type something down real quick, so I could see that it was going in that direction to where it was not going to be YA. So
Yeah.
I just kept with that theme, and just worked around the events that were happening around him, and just made it more into adults. So
Yeah, because I just wondered, I was like, so we got The Knowing in the school library or in the local library, and I was like, well, I don't know this one. Like, you know what I mean? Because it does have some topics that could be pretty dark and scary for kids. I mean,
Yeah.
kids are exposed to lots of things anymore, but it's
No, I agree.
definitely a different feeling, right? It's a different
Mhm.
feeling in this one. And I was wondering if you struggled with that at all, if you struggled with it
I
not
did.
following. Okay.
I did. It felt, I almost did. I thought, I can't write this book. It felt so heavy. Like some of the things that happened to the women, it's just horrible.
Yeah.
Especially Ramona. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, I don't know if I can write this, and how am I going to handle this well? and I just, I don't know, I just stayed with it. It felt like it needed to be told. So I just did my best.
Well, I thought that was interesting too, because you've said that Matilda was sort of bothering you for this book.
Yeah.
So like, what is that like? Like, I mean, I've never been haunted, so I don't know, but like, what is it like when a character is like tapping away at you because she wants her story told?
Relentless. You just keep getting all these ideas, and you'll be trying to do something else, and then here comes something. You're all right, and then you try to push it aside, and it's not going away. So you're like, all right, I guess I'm writing this. So that's pretty much how written stories and unwritten stories that I have. They've all just been that way. So they nag me, and I write them.
So written and unwritten. Now I want to know. By the way, you mentioned you were writing a story about Catonsville. Can we just go back there for a minute?
Yeah, I don't know if it'll ever.
Where's that one, Kimberly?
I hope, but yeah, it's about two sisters, and it flashes between time from the 1940s to the 1980s, and it just tells the story about what happened and their losses, and up until they're older women in that 1980s.
Okay, so the Knowing was your first book.
Yes.
How many works in progress do you actually have now?
The one that I was just telling you about, it's completed, but it needs some revising, and I need to work on it. And then I've got another one that I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it. I would say that one is middle grade, and it's a secret. So I don't want to say too much about that one, but it would be 3-part series, and I've got that one. And then I've got a couple other ones that I've just dabbled in, like the first couple chapters, and I don't know where it's going, what it's going to be. I don't even have a title in mind. So, yeah.
But do they come to you the same way? Is it like the character speaking to you?
Yes.
So this is completely so character driven, not plot.
No, it's character driven. They do. It's just like it's almost like Jessica Dodge. I follow her. She said this once, that it was like channeling the story. I know exactly what she's talking about. So yeah, it's like channeling the story.
That's totally witchy. So like that works, right?
Yeah.
I had all these like brief thoughts of like, when they talk to children and they're like, this child has lived a past life.
Yeah.
Because how would they know about 1908, Kentucky,
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of feel like that's you, like,
oh.
people, right?
You never know.
You're like a medium of these people, and you're like, fine, I'll write your story. Yeah. Fine. Have any of the other characters in this book told you they need their story written?
No.
Like Ramona? No. Regina?
No.
Isabel?
None of them.
The evil ones did, Kimberly. What if the evil ones needed their story told?
I don't think.
You don't think so?
Yeah, you never know. Cassandra has a neat story, but like I gave her so much story in this.
I'm not going to say her name.
Gundred.
Gundred. I'm so terrified. Like, what if Gundred was like, "Hey, lady, what about me?" Right?
I might have to tell Gundred to take a flying leap. I don't know.
Yeah. You don't deserve it.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, there's so many opportunities, and I guess that's one thing too. Like you now have these bookends. You have a story that takes place in modern day, and a story that takes place like in the 1300s. And I don't think it's a spoiler, but I'm just being very careful. Many of the characters can last that long, or are around that long, or have stories that can last that long. So does that present opportunities for filling in the blanks? I mean, like, that's a lot of time that we know things were going on. And although Cassandra is the villain that comes back, like, what were they doing in the meantime?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would be fun to write one more, but I think I'm done with it. I feel happy with it. And I feel like if I go messing with it, it's just gonna, like, why did she do it?
Well, right. If it doesn't bring honor to the first two, I imagine then that's the struggle, right? Because you don't want to tell a story just to tell it. But as a reader, now I do wonder, I'm going to tell you, I wonder what kind of trouble they got into in the middle, because I'm like, it couldn't have all been like daisies and roses, right? Like they had to have had other things they were fixing.
Yeah,
There's not
and
only one evil
I
person.
never even
in the
thought
world.
about like what they did or what they could have done. I mean, there's opportunities. So,
It's hundreds of
you
years.
never know. You never know.
And the thing that happens that I can't tell everybody happens every 50?
Hmm.
Yeah, you know the thing.
The other thing.
The thing. I mean, 50 plus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I do like speaking in complete code in chats, and people were like, I totally lost you there. And I'm like, well, I can't tell you. But like, yeah, so like if it's 700 years, you know what I mean? Like how many times can that repeat itself? 5, 4, I don't know. And like,
Hmm.
was it just fine? They just went like grocery shopping and built a house, bought cars. I mean, what did they do? Like with all these powers.
I know. Gosh, now you're making me think about what, that would be neat because they could, they maybe even be nurses and things like that, So,
Well, and in the knowing, you've got the love connection between two of the characters, and like, did that have to happen every single time? Right? Because they don't remember each other. So like,
I always imagined that it did.
yeah.
And, like they had when they were like together, and sometimes they would have those little memories that would come through. Sometimes they would see things and just know. And, they would be guided toward one another. But
Look, I'm not going to pester you to write 15 books in between, but a short story or two wouldn't be bad, Kimberly. Like
novella.
Like pick a time in history. Like, how did they get from Northumbria to Stowe, Ohio?
Yeah.
Right? How did that happen? How'd you get there?
Yeah. I never even thought about it, but now you've got me thinking. I'm going to be bored one day, and I'm going to be wanting to fill in these blanks.
I know. I'm really sorry.
No,
I was hoping you were like, I actually have 3 of those stories written, and they're in the editing process right now. No, but I couldn't help myself because I was like, well, now I just want to know how they got to Stowe.
Yeah.
I imagine it would have been a boat, right? Not an airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Okay, it got me thinking. It got me thinking. I was wondering if you would play a little game with me.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna call it in or out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a pop culture witch, and you're gonna tell me if she'd be accepted into the Guardians.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so and then why, right? So we could talk about why, because that's the fun part. But very pop culture. Okay, so it's gonna be people that you know. Hermione Granger from Harry Potter, who's like very academic, always right, but quite bristly.
I think she would probably be in the younger coven. They would probably need her knowledge.
But not in the older coven.
No, they would
No.
they would be like, no.
They are all quite calm. They are like, oh yes, Matilda. Yes, Matilda. Whatever you say, Matilda. They're
Yeah.
Okay, since we talked about her last time, Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Ooh.
But
I don't know. That's tough because she's Morley Gray. I love her so much. I don't want her to be out, but like I don't know if she would fit with the coven. So
didn't she get a lot wrong too? Like make a lot of bad spells, like make a lot of mistakes.
yeah, so out, sadly.
So we don't think she'd cut it. Wow.
But I love her.
The whole witch that brought you to the table, man. She's out. Okay, I know this one, but I have to add her because she's like the witch of my modern day. Winifred Sanderson from Hocus Pocus.
Oh, Matilda's mother, their coven, the original,
The Mothers.
she could be in that one, I think.
She could be in the Mothers. What about her crazy sisters? Because we had Sarah Jessica Parker played the ditzy sister with questionable morals.
I don't know.
I forget the actress that plays the other one. I'm so sorry, famous actress.
I don't know. I don't know if they would fit. I'm trying to think of like everyone's personalities, but they all kill each other. They would kill each other.
They probably
and like there's a couple scenes where they get mad and fling a rock. Like they would be flinging rocks.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, I don't think Winifred's a good mix. I was like, you're gonna say no on that one. Because I did like Wicked, I'm gonna ask you about Galinda. Would she make it in any of them?
Yeah, I could see her in the Elder Coven. I think she's pretty cool.
in the Elder Coven. But
I
she didn't
think
have
she's got
any skills, Kimberly. She wasn't
but she's
actually.
level-headed, and I don't know. Like sometimes you just need that.
Well, she's very good. Yeah, political. She was good with like politics and like making peace and getting everyone to agree.
Yeah, she was a little spastic at times, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I just liked her, even though like behind all of that, she just seemed like she had a level head. I liked that about her.
See, I thought you'd
You
put
felt
her
like,
in the younger Coven because she was like hip and pretty and cool and everybody liked her.
yeah, maybe. I'm thinking too hard about this.
It's
Probably,
a
yeah, she
game. It
probably
doesn't
would fit
matter.
better
It's a
there.
complete game. It's a game. All right, Elphaba,
Yes, definitely the Elder Coven though with her.
the Elder Coven. Okay.
Yeah.
Would she still be
Yeah.
green?
She could be whatever she wanted. She's awesome.
But then it might be a clue that they were witches because they were like kind of pretending they weren't witches. And I'm thinking
Yeah.
a green witch in Northumbria might be a giveaway. I
That
don't
might
know.
be, yeah. They'd be in trouble.
But the one thing I like about Elphaba is her magic is like activated every time she's angry. So I was like, well, how would that have worked? Because
They would just have to stick her in a room with Cassandra.
I know. Whose cottage would she live in? Like, who would want a room with her?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you can believe it. We're at 43 minutes, my friend. It just
Oh,
goes so
wow.
fast. It just goes so
Yes.
fast.
It flies when you're having fun.
It does fly when you're having fun. I want to make sure we give a hat tip to Debbie Keevan, who is your publisher
Yes.
for the second time around. Do you want to say anything lovely about Debbie?
Debbie, I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And our good friend Chris Fates.
Chris, the book would not be what it is without you. I appreciate you. I hope you know this.
I think they both have commented, by the way. They've said, so good to see you. Congratulations, Kimberly. And
Oh.
tomorrow's the big day. Congratulations,
Yes.
Kimberly. So yeah, you know,
Thank
we love you and we support you.
Thank you.
So where are the status of all these other books then? Like, is the Catonsville one, you said that has to go through editing?
Yeah, I need to revise it a couple times myself. I'll go through a process where I'll do it, and then I'll either get bored or I'll work on it consistently for a while, and then I'll come back. It might take me years. Like the Knowing took me years to do it.
Really?
Yeah, it came to me in I think 2015 or 16, and I didn't do anything about it until 2023. I reached out to Debbie, I think, then. So, and it had gone through multiple like just little tweaks and things through the years for me.
But then Eternal Enchantment took you how long?
That one came as I was writing The Knowing, and I didn't work on it as much throughout the years as I did The Knowing. The Knowing was just like I was determined I was going to get that right because it was my first book. I was learning, and I didn't know a lot about the publishing industry or anything, and it just felt like this big crazy world I was suddenly in.
But they were in parallel, so you had like two documents at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wasn't writing it. It just was like I was writing down the notes and things, and I didn't do anything with it until I had the first round. Like I knew I was done with that first round. I had completed it. I typed the end, and then I just shoved it aside. And then like some time went by, and then that story just kept nagging me. So I went back in and started on that one then.
Wow. Okay. And now I've sprinkled in a few in between stories that you have to pretend to write.
Considering.
So what is the next likely project after this one? Do you think it's going to be a while, or do you think you've got something that's a short story?
No, I think it'll be a while. Just kind of, I don't know. This has taken up space in my head for so long. And I just wanted everything to be right. And, then you worry about, showing up on Instagram and making sure people don't forget about you. And it's just like, that's my current life right now.
Yeah. Do you have a cover? Do you have one right there that you can show everyone? Because the cover's gorgeous.
I don't have my copies yet. So yeah. So
sadness. That's all right. We'll show it. I only have the Knowing.
It's on Instagram.
Yeah, I know. So, okay. So let's talk about that. Where can everyone find you? Right. Because you're not yet on Facebook.
No, I'm not on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. So Kimberly Patton. Yeah. Author Kimberly Patton.
And not yet on TikTok, or you're on there?
I'm on there, but I don't do anything with it. So it's a waste at this point to get on there.
I don't know which talk is compelling now. I think it's compelling.
I'm going to have to check into this more. I just couldn't get on board. I don't know. I think I'm just old or something.
And what's your website, or like a way for people to find you? Do you have
KimberlyPattonAuthor.com.
KimberlyPattonAuthor.com. Okay. Mm-hmm. And is there any other updates that you want to tell us that we need to know?
I can't think of any other than just hopefully buy my book and love it and leave me reviews.
So yeah, I've already reviewed the book. I'm not going to read it here tonight, but as soon as I can tomorrow, I'll post it, because you can't post it on Amazon until like the day of.
Yeah.
And we've got launch day tomorrow. So for everyone else who has read it, please go ahead and post those. That way Kimberly can get all those reviews up. From a Charm City Readers point, we have your launch tomorrow, which is super exciting, and we'll be sharing excerpts from the book. Right, we'll be sharing reader reviews, feedback, so people can tune in. We have this interview, and then we have Stacy Wilk coming up May 19th, and Alyssa Arford June 10th at Queen Takes Book in Columbia. But I just want to say thank you, Kimberly, because I know sometimes these things make you nervous, and you are so gracious and lovely and good at it. You really, really are.
I feel like a disaster.
No, you're not. You're much more comfortable this time around. Right?
Yay.
Last time
I do feel more comfortable. It's getting easier.
Well, we're friends now, so there you go.
Yes,
we're
friends. You're my sister. You're sisters. We're sisters.
Wait a minute. Do I get to be in the coven?
Yes.
Who would I be? What's my special thing?
The gift of gab.
Well, that's not special. That's not special.
I don't have it. Someone needs it.
Well, I mean, if we've got someone who can get the truth out of people, I have to now, because we already have that. It's covered. Dang it. All right. Our job is to figure out what my special talent is so I can be in a coven with you. What's your special talent?
Oh, God, I don't know. I guess just being quiet and hiding. And
hiding? No. Okay, so it's you, me, Chris, Debbie. We need a 5. We need a 5th. And somewhere we need to figure out what our talents are and how they can work together for good, not evil. How's that sound? We get to make a coven, ladies. It's like they can hear me, and they can't. They can't hear me. All right. So this has been so fun, Kimberly. Thank you. Stay on for me for a couple more minutes. But everybody, Kimberly's book is available where? On Amazon?
Barnes and Noble. Basically everywhere books are sold. So
everywhere,
Amazon and all the goodies.
You've come up in the world, Kimberly. So excited.
Thank you.
Oh, my friend Leanna, I don't think you know her because you're not on Facebook, but she says she would like to be the 5th in our coven.
Oh, welcome.
And she has a talent of laughing. So she laughs to release like good mojo and energy, and laughing is good for the soul.
Laughing
so Leanna,
awesome.
It's good to be laughter. Yeah. But we'll all have to figure out what we are.
I laugh at everything. I don't mean to.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to send you one of her videos because you can't watch it and not laugh hysterically with her. So I'll send it to you. Okay. So Leanna gets to be the 5th. And then we just all have to figure out what talents we have.
Yep.
All right. Well, happy launch day tomorrow, Kimberly. What a joy. Everybody go out, buy the book, get the Kindle copy, get the hard copy, get the paperback, all the different versions. And tune in if you need any more information to Charm City Readers tomorrow, where we will have excerpts from the book and all the links and quotes and summaries. So thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
I appreciate it.
Bye, everyone.